Good evening and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please do hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing okay. I know that I am. I always express the importance of hitting the like button because the like button helps to keep video in the algorithm, okay? So please like, share, subscribe, comment, all of those great things, okay? I wanted to talk about Stupid Duke and them again, okay? Because I mean, just thinking about this situation, um, it's something. Because I remember when both situations happened, okay? Which leads me to somebody is trying to get Stupid Duke locked up for life, and it's BEO Lil Kenny next. Okay, we see. I've been saying for the longest, I felt like whoever it is that is against Stupid Duke and them is playing a different type of game. Even as it relates to paper route. Okay, I was saying I feel like it seems like the people that's at Stupid Duke in them was at Paper Route and them also. Okay. I believe them to be the same people. Okay. So we're gonna go over this again because I did do a live on it last night, but I kind of want to do a short on it and go over it again. Okay. It says Memphis police on Wednesday announced the arrest of four men that is said to be members of a known gang, Young Mob. Brian Lackland, Stupid Duke, Paul Nielsen were charged with attempted first degree unaliving conspiracy and weapons possessions in connection with deadly shootings that happened May 13th at Tugs in Harbortown. Memphis police said Lackland and Nelson tried to rob a man who pulled his own gun and fired back. 10 minutes later, police said the shooting victim, later identified as Robert Wilson, was dropped off at a fire station. And of course, he lost his life. Okay, we know now that the person that they're saying they allegedly tried to rob was at the time a Bread Gang member, Tripstar. Okay. Um, of course, Winston did not survive. That was the young man that they are alleging was a part of Young Mob. Two other men accused of being Young Mob gang members, what's that, Muhammad Samba, 26, and Quentin Moss, were also arrested, police say. Okay. Samba was charged with first degree unaliving and attempted first degree unaliving, while Moss is facing charges of first degree and conspiracy to commit. Police linked the two men to a deadly shooting that happened May 28th of 2022 at McDonald's at 1600 Shelby Drive. The victim, later identified as Jasper Strickland, was found shot several times inside a vehicle before taken to a hospital where he lost his life. Okay. Now they're talking about the situation. I remember when that situation happened too. It's so weird because I was coming from South Haven and I was going down Mill Branch. His door was still open. They had just got him and put him into the ambulance. His car was still sitting there with the door open. He was at the speaker ordering. He was directly at the speaker. I didn't know what was going on. It just so happened I just happened to come past just right like minutes after it had happened, right? And you hear a lot of people saying allegedly that they feel like it was some retaliatory stuff going on. It's around the time the situation happened where Big Newski was had lost his life, and then shortly after that, Stupid Duke's baby's mother had lost her life. And I guess people are trying to say they feel like there was just some type of war that was going on, right? And I don't know if I buy into that too much because me personally, I don't believe that Stupid Duke and them had anything to do with what had happened to Lil Newski or Big Newski or whatever. I don't believe that. Um, I guess persons that had because sometimes people troll when they're into it, and I'm not saying it's right, it's not right, and they'll lead you to believe something. Unfortunately, a lady ended up losing her life, right? Which would be Stupid Duke's baby's mother, I guess because they felt like, Stupid Duke and them had done something, I'm told, allegedly to Big Newski, right? When in the beginning the police had said that, they didn't think, they felt like whatever happened to Big Newski happened to him, right? I mean, by the people that's right around him, right? I don't know. Nothing else has been said about that investigation, but I find this weird though. Okay, so it definitely seems that somebody is trying to get Stupid Duke locked up for life. Now, let me just say this because I was looking at Trip Star. I think that's his name. That was the victim at Harbor Town. I've been very vocal about. I was looking at Trip Star on another channel. I think the young man's name is Star from out of Memphis. I was looking at him on Star's channel and looking at his interview. I don't think Trip Star is the person, as I've said before, that is telling on Young Mob. If Trip Star was going to say anything, if Trip Star was going to say anything about who it was that um had tried to hit him up or something like that, I think he would have said something almost 2 years ago, right? I really don't think it's Tripstar. I think it's maybe some people that Tripstar had talked to, like when he was in Brett Gang, and maybe it's some of them that is trying to get Stupid Duke and them locked up, right? But they're definitely trying to make sure that he does not get back out of jail. And I said a long time ago, some of these people are they're playing a different game. And I know like with certain certain people and stuff, they feel like, well, I ain't no snitch, I ain't this, I ain't gonna tell. Well, was this stuff happening to Young Dolph? Because some of these people that are telling, that is believed to be telling, they're also caught up in this situation and got eyes on them because they have some type of entanglement as it relates to the unaliving of Young Dolph. Okay. So it's not easy to just go and take out somebody else. Then, if they could dismantle, they've been trying to dismantle Young Mob in every angle. You could tell who it is because you see the attacks from every angle, right? Stupid Duke, they go get his brother and have his brother to do a song with Finesse. Okay, so I told y'all May 29th of 2024, which would be this year, I saw on the federal site where someone had filed a complaint against BEO Lil Kenny and says that he was a convicted felon riding around with a handgun. 2 weeks later, Stupid Duke is indicted, and now all of this comes about. Okay. I've been very clear that these people are playing another game. Okay. They don't want to take, I think you got to be a coward to go and take out a woman, right? Stupid Duke's baby's mother. This was a woman who had children and all of that. If you wanted Stupid Duke, you could have, if you was mad at him in any kind of way, whatever you felt like he did or didn't do, a Stupid Duke and them ain't been hiding, but they would go and take out a woman, right? Take a mother from her child. See, to me, that's like the scum of the earth. And that's why I say I wish these young men would get smarter, right? Because I'm sure it's a whole lot of stuff that they know that could get some of these Negroes, knock them straight off of their um um what's the word that I'm looking for? Pedestal that they think that they are on, but they understand that some of these dudes go, I ain't no snitch. But in the meantime, they don't care about being called a snitch. They're playing another game while they feel like they holding up their honor. They're taking their lives from them. They going straight to the folks, cooperating, calling in, reporting them, reporting unalivings and putting it on them, whether they did it or not. They doing all that. They are eliminating their threat by any means necessary, while another group of people are saying, well, I'm a gangster, I don't snitch. Okay? That's not how you beat your enemy. They're gonna have to come another way. Because see, what they're doing is they're dismantling young Ma by any means necessary, and it's working. Okay, and it's working. Like I said, I listened to Trip Star on I think his name Trip Star. I don't think Trip Star is the person that's telling it. I listened to that young man's interview, and he didn't really even say anything about that. He seemed like a solid dude, which is probably why he got away from whoever it was, whatever label he was on at that time. Okay. Um, I don't think it was him, because if it was him, he would have said something. If he thought it was a certain people, he would have said something the day of. It wouldn't have took no 2 years, right, to make no arrest. He would have been said something. It was somebody else. Okay. It was somebody else. Probably somebody that owns, call themselves on some type of label or something. That's who I think that it is. And he is really that's his issue. I think whoever it is, they have a fear of young mob. Um, you know, um, and it seems like it's working, right? Unless young mob members regroup and re-strategize. If they don't, they all gonna be in jail. And that's the truth. They're gonna have to re-strategize. Damn all that stuff that I'm a gangster and I don't tell. The enemy ain't playing by those rules, and they still saying I'm a gangster. They doing it another way. Okay? They doing it behind the scenes and acting like they ain't did nothing and saying I'm a gangster. Okay? And people gonna believe them. They better re-strategize. Okay, because who is worse than some of these people who have been that are out here sending these young dudes out to go and do hits for them, participated in the unaliving of young Dolph. These are the people that's trying to get young mob off of the street. Some of the affiliates, right? Um, so it's BEO Lil Kenny next. Well, they've been trying to get BEO Lil Kenny. Yeah, he next. Okay. See, even if BEO Lil Kenny stays out of the way, he ain't safe, because you can't be successful in Memphis and not be uh up under the umbrella of CMG. Let me just say that. And let me just say, I don't believe it's Gotti that's trying to dismantle um Young Mob, but I believe it's somebody over there in that camp. Okay. I don't necessarily believe it's Gotti. I believe it's somebody over there in that camp. Okay, up that has an affiliation with CMG, right? But you can't be successful. But if BEO Lil Kenny start going up there, that green eyed monster that sits on Gotti's shoulder may rise up again. So that's why I say they're gonna have to re-strategize. Okay, BEO Lil Kenny was blazing, going straight up. He was acquired. And and then I started hearing rumors about they were trying to blackball him. Okay. um so BEO Kenny seems to have a thirst for success. He seems to be disciplined and all of that. I kind of watched this page a little bit. I was looking at an interview on True Dash channel. That was a really good interview, right, that he did. He seems to be focused, but just being focused is not going to, being focused and being successful is still making him a target, because they were trying to get him as early as May. Who would be calling, reporting somebody saying he's a convicted felon in possession of a weapon, and and getting the folks on top of his head, right? That's somebody sending the people to his house in hopes that something is found, right? You keep throwing stuff up against the wall until something sticks. That's exactly what has been going on. So it's not going to stop. I guess they feel like Stupid Duke is the bigger threat, and they're working to make sure they trying to really just close the casket on him. Okay, they feel like they got him in a casket right now, and they're trying to close it and vault it. They're trying to make sure he never comes from behind those walls, right? And so that's why I said they got to re-strategize. All the dirt these Negroes out here doing, and they got all these other dudes doing, and people want to say, well, I'm not going to say anything because I'm a gangster. I ain't no snitch. On the other hand, your enemy whooping you raggedy because they got all types of strategies to dismantle you. These young men are going to have to re-strategize because trying to stay out the way ain't going to do it. BEO Lil Kenny wants to be successful. And I know they saying, well, she ain't in the street. She telling us to be a snitch. I mean, I think they should have the same energy their enemy got. Okay, just like they, go. It's one for one. You do one, I do one. They need to feel the same way as it, because folks telling on them, they enemy telling on them left and right, whether it's true or false, right? So who is the enemy that's telling? Okay, they say it was somebody's name in the paperwork that says DW, and you know, people have their theories about who it could be, and let me look at the page tonight, and I just kind of got a feeling that it is that person. Okay, I hate all of this stuff is going on, but what's so sad is what's so sad is this is the type of stuff that happens. Hold on for 1 second, y'all. Let me see. Mm, mm. This is the type of stuff that happens when people start strategizing. They feel like they're winning. They don't care about being called a snitch. They understand, they care about the bottom line, and that is eliminating whatever they feel like their threat is. They know all of that other stuff is an illusion. So hopefully, um, Stupid Duke and them will re-strategize. Because the people that's telling on them, I'm sure they got a whole lot of stuff that they could tell on them. Get them off of the street. Okay. So if they don't want to be the ones to tell the police, what they need to do is tell somebody else who can call in anonymously to Crime Stoppers to start telling on their enemy, because their enemy has done way more than them. Tell your girlfriend so they can start calling in to Crime Stoppers and giving the information on their enemies, and let her get the tip. That's what the Crime Stoppers is there for, 528 cash. That's how you have to do it. Okay. So, anyways, hey, hopefully Stupid Duke and them, I don't know if they were involved or not. That's just what they've been charged with, and that's just what they've been charged with. I don't know if Stupid Duke stuff is federally. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, y'all. Because when I looked in there last night, I didn't see anything in the regular system for Stupid Duke, which made me think that all of his stuff is federal. Um, let's see. Y'all just give me 1 second. Because people sits up and do dirt and then think they smarter than anybody else. They just set up and got folks to go take out people, and and then what they want to try to do is they want to try to shame the folks. If you go to put my name in it, we'll label you as a snitch. All while they're the ones that's telling on everybody. These people better get smart. I'm telling you now, they better get smart. Um, let's see. Lackland. Get your girlfriends to tell something. All they got to do is call into Crime Stoppers and start giving the tips. I bet you a lot of this, I'm telling you. Once they see it's gonna be tail for tail, As they say, body for body, you tell something, I'm gonna tell something on you. You're gonna be up under investigation. I bet you something is telling stop. And okay. I don't see where Stupid Dukes. Hold on. His stuff is not. So his stuff is federal. Everything. Hold on, y'all. Let me see some. What they need to do, but that's all right. Big 30 probably gonna take care of all that. Big 30 holds the key to a lot of stuff. And they crossed Big 30, when they told Big 30, I ain't tell you to get in my beef. Y'all was riding my D. That's the worst thing that anybody could have ever said to somebody that was out there losing their life for them. Basically, getting into a beef. Because that Big 30 and them didn't have no beefs with Young Mob. Um, Let me see who this other. Let's see, Muhammad Samba. Let me see if he in here. Hold on, y'all. Um, okay, here goes something. So their stuff is federal because everything that I see in their other stuff is not in the system. So the feds must have indicted them on those unaliving charges. Yeah, they trying to make sure that they never get out. So, like I said, now they're gonna have to play a different game. And I know they say, "Well, she just the police." Y'all know how I get down, but I mean, it's only fair. Now, people sitting up feeling like they playing, strategizing, and bragging about reading the Art of War and all of that. Okay, Finesse ain't did nothing. Okay, he ain't did nothing but wear pink. But money, the other ones have. There are some things that they have set up and put together. Okay. Sometimes, these dudes don't want to tell it. I don't want to be the one to tell it. Tell your girlfriend, have her to call into Crime Stoppers. If your enemy had you put up an investigation, try to get your life taken away, dirt on them, you return the favor. That's Stop letting them, these people, okay, these folks gonna have to re-strategize. Cause I'm gonna tell you, staying out the way, BEO Lil Kenny, ain't gonna be enough. They don't want you on the street. Even if you don't bother them, your success is a threat to them. Them folks is jealous hearted. They want to be the biggest things to ever come up out of Memphis. Them and the people that are up under them that they swindling out of money. Because that's what they doing with them artists. Okay? So, okay. What they're gonna have to do is just start exchanging the same favors. Okay, you told on me. Okay, each and everything you tell, I know something on you. And that's what they keep doing. Have your girl to call in the Crime Stoppers. I know about such and such. Okay, I know about such and such, I know who did that. That's the way you stop them Negroes. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Once they see you gonna be like them and ain't gonna care about that snitch stuff. I bet you they stop. Okay. Whether they lying on you or not, it'll stop. Okay. Anyways, I just wanted to talk about that. I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you like to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App.